If you've ever watched my State of the Collection, I do one every year. I'll put a link somewhere to my latest State of the Collection. You'll see that I have a number of large tool watches. I just love the look of a big brash watch. It's kind of what made me fall in love with Panerai very early on. I know a lot of people don't love Panerai, but they are a tool watch, and tool watches should be big. That's because they need to be legible. When you're actually doing something in the ocean or in the air, you need a very big legible watch that you can glance at and see the time immediately. And today we're taking a look that accomplishes just that. Not only that, it gives you a ton of other information. It's a very functional watch with a lot of specs. It is on the bigger side, so there are many people out there who will probably tune out here. However, if you are still interested, definitely stay tuned because you will not be disappointed at the price on this watch versus the specs and the functionality that you're getting. So let's take a look hands-on at the MONRO Adventure Pilot's Watch. The MONRO Adventure, I think that's a really good name for a watch. MONRO is a really good name, Adventure is a really good name, and what they were going for here is an adventurer's watch for sure. It's a big tool watch, think like the IWC Big Pilot or a Panerai, something like that. It looks big, it doesn't wear huge, but it wears its size, and that's kind of what they've achieved here. This is a big tool watch, and you're getting a lot of functionality, especially considering the price. You're getting a lot of details considering the price. I'm going to start with price because I think that's very important when considering this watch. It comes in at $310. You're getting two rotating bezels. You get an outer and an inner rotating bezel. You're getting an automatic GMT movement inside. It is a Seiko movement, an NH34. So you're getting a lot here and 100 meters of water resistance. So that's really the short list of all the specs that you're getting here. You're getting a ceramic bezel that is loomed. That's the outer rotating bezel. Let's listen to that. Really nice bezel action, sounds good and is crisp. Everything lines up. Then you have an inner rotating bezel. That is the world time bezel. So that's a bi-directional bezel, which feels really smooth. It's operated by the crown at the 2 o'clock. Then this is a GMT. So you have a crown at the 4 o'clock position. That's actually in red on this version. I have a silver version, a silver dial version on my wrist that I'll show you in a few seconds. There's a few differences between the watches, and I'll point those out when I show you that watch. But this crown right here screws in. That's how you're getting the 100 meters of water resistance. You're getting a screwed in case back, a flat sapphire crystal, and operating this crown, you can operate the GMT hand, which is obviously why this is a office GMT or a military GMT, so it is the GMT hand that skips when you change the GMT time. However, it does also change the date and of course set the time. The dial here is really nicely set up as well. It's a very big logo, so some people are not going to like that. Some people will like that. That's at the 12 o'clock. That's their logo. You find that logo on the buckle as well, on the crown. So there's some logoing going on around the watch as well. You have applied indices. Those indices are almost dagger indices, and then you have a printed on minute track, white on this watch, black on the other watch, on the silver white dial. You get a red GMT hand on this watch, and then it says automatic in red. It says adventure, and right below that it says automatic in red, and right below that 100 meters of water resistance, because this is a 100 meter water resistant watch. That red GMT hand has lume in it. The second hand is a needle second hand, no lume in there. However, you're getting a lot of lume in those large hands. They're kind of weird fence post sword hands with circles on them. This circle is hollow so that the circle on the hour hand, when it passes underneath that minute hand, obviously the lume will be shining through that hole if it is there. It's a little gimmick, but I like it. I think it works. It looks really good. This is a 44.3 millimeter watch. The lug span here is around 51.5 millimeters is what I measured at these wire lugs. So you do have wire lugs here. They are solid, so you can only use NATO straps on here. Single pass-through or double pass-through, it doesn't matter. You could only use NATO straps. And this does come with 2 NATO straps for that $310 price. I do want to mention that as well. That is pretty incredible that they're giving you 2 straps, even though this watch costs just over $300. You're getting a lot for your money here. This is a tool watch. When you turn it on its side, it looks like a tool watch. It looks like a bowl, actually. So this is a bowl case. It wears like a tuna or a turtle or something like that, like a big tool watch. You have these very large crowns. The crowns are 7.7 millimeters each. And like I was saying, that lug span is around almost 52 millimeters, 13.5 millimeters thick. It wears thicker because of the strap. It's around 15 millimeters, including the strap, a double pasternado. So when you get this on your wrist, it will look thicker than it actually is. It's actually not that thick when you consider you're getting a sapphire crystal automatic GMT movement, 2 rotating bezels, 100 meters of water resistance, all those specs go into it. Considering all of that, 13.5 millimeters is really not that bad. Here is the silver dial or silver white dial on my 7.5 inch wrist. Like I was saying, this is a 44.3 millimeter watch with around a 52 millimeter lug span. It doesn't look huge on my wrist. The only thing that I would say wears big about this watch is the thickness. Because of the double pasternado strap, this is the nylon NATO strap, by the way, so there's different colors that you're given with each one of the watches, but this is a nylon version. This is a little bit thicker than the rubber version that I have on the other black watch, and I'll show you that in just a few seconds. You can see it wears thick. You're not gonna get this under a cuff. On this one, you have a black GMT hand. Again, all the same lume, all the same setup. The only difference between these two watches is that the black version is all polished, while this white opaline dial is all media blasted. That goes for the straps as well. Even the buckle is media blasted, as you can see. It's exactly the same as the black version, however, it's just media blasted. So if you don't like polish, the white or opaline or silver white dial version is the way to go. And there is the black dial variant on my 7.5 inch wrist. Again, 13.5 millimeters thick, but because of that double pasternado, you can see it does wear a little bit thicker than its dimensions. It says MONRO on this keeper, Adventure on this keeper. Just really nice attention to detail here. You have like a little turbine effect on the edge of the bezel. You have that same effect carried over, that knurling carried over into the crown. So lots going into this, lots of thought going into the design. Very quickly, let's do a lume shot, because the lume is actually excellent on this watch. It's bright, and of course, they did it in different colors, so let's check it out. Well, I don't have anything to complain about the lume. It is bright, it is in a few different colors, and it is liberally applied to the hands, the indices, and even that bezel, which is in a really nice, cool blue color. The only thing I could say is, of course, the second hand doesn't have lume, but then again, everything considered, the amount of money that it costs to make this watch, I don't know how they're actually making money on here for $310. They're also giving you 2 straps. Pretty incredible package. If you like a big tool watch for $310, I think this is a pretty damn good watch. Especially, it's an interesting design. It's an original design. It's not something that you see every day. I really like it. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I still like big watches. I wear big watches. I wear small watches. So this is something that definitely fits the bill for me. What do you guys think? I will put a link to both of these watches down in the description below. If you're interested, definitely check these watches out on their website. Like I said, I think they have them in a few different colors as well. So definitely check them out. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. Thank you for checking out this video. I will catch you guys in the next video.